participants regarding those criteria. So I would also try to add on those questions after we finish this presentation on the other two metrics which are left. Okay, so National Institutional Ranking Framework, as all of you know, it is a ranking framework as it is mentioned here. Okay, this MHRD started this in 2016 ranking framework. So in this, first of all, that we should understand, it's since it is ranking, so that means the comparative analysis of different colleges or universities or program which are offered, okay, are judged, or you can say that ranked on the basis of the performance, on the basis of the data given by the institutions, by the universities or colleges. So unlike NAC or NBA, okay, where it is done in isolation about the college, about the institutions under the parameter given by the statutory bodies like NAC or NBA, NIRF is not the absolute study of the place, but it is a comparative analysis. Okay, because ranking is given only with the comparative analysis, how others are performing. Okay, so we have to keep a check on what others are doing and comparatively where you are lacking behind. And if you can do this exercise on regular basis, then you can, improve your ranking, you can improve your work, you can improve your performance year by year. And this ranking is done every year. And there were some were asking questions like about registrations also. So NIRF registration this time, it was open in the month of September. Then last date, I think it was 31st October. It was extended, like first it was 9th October, and then they extended till 20th, and then I think till 30th or 31st of October. And now they will be opening the portal for submission of the data, and then they will notify how much time is given. And normally the time frame that is given is 1.5 months or 2 months between this, wherein we have to submit our data for 3 years. And here 3-year data are to be submitted. Okay, so first time those who are doing, you have to prepare data for 3 years. Next year when you will apply, so 2-year data will be freezed because you have already submitted 2 years data. So you have to add on the 3rd-year data into it, and then you can submit. So the process becomes comparatively easy because you have to submit data for add-on data only for 1 additional year. Okay, so as you all know that this ranking framework, okay, suppose whether we talk about overall category or we talk about college category, these are the 5 parameters on the basis of which it is judged or calculated ranking. Okay, but the only difference is in the weightages and some of the metrics in between these 5 parameters. So madam was talking about, I think, overall or university category, and I will be talking about here college category. But because I know most of the participants here are from colleges and university also, the things are almost same, but the weightage is little bit different. Like if I talk about teaching learning resource, so for colleges the weightage is 40% given to it, but if I talk about the same parameter for overall category, then weightage is 30%. Similarly, research and professional practices, here it is 15%, and there in college, university or overall category, it is 30%, because there, any statutory body, whether it is a NAC or NBA or NIRF, they give more weightage to research and professional practices in the university category or in the autonomous colleges. But for other colleges, this 15% weightage. Then graduation outcome, here it is 25% weightage. And in the overall category, it becomes 20% weightage. But outreach and inclusivity, here colleges also 10% weightage, and perception also 10% weightage. So these 2 categories, these 2 parameters which I am going to discuss with you, the weightage is same whether it is a university or overall category, or it is college, or whichever category of college is there. So outreach and inclusivity is 10%, perception is also 10%. So this, since madam has already covered, so I will not be talking more about this. So I will come straight away to my, which is assigned to me, that is outreach and inclusivity ranking and weightage, which is weightage is 10%. So I will tell you how the weightage is, calculated after just little bit understanding of this. So under this, there are four, parameters. Under this parameter, you can say four metrics are there under outreach and inclusivity ranking. So one here is percentage of student from other states, countries. That means regional diversity. And the abbreviation that is given is RD, that is regional diversity, because any institution or any, the statutory body, they prefer and they give emphasis on diversity, that student from all states, from different countries should be there in the institution or in the organization or in the university. Because with diversity, we learn like cross cultural activities, and we learn more about, other countries, other states. So for that, they are promoting regional diversity, and the marks allotted for this, because total marks is 100. Out of this, the 30 is allotted to regional diversity, that is students from other states and countries. Then second is percentage of women, that is women diversity. So women diversity, again, allotted marks is 30. That means they prefer, not prefer, but they give, importance that there should be balance between male and female, and we should give more opportunity to women candidate. And this will be related to students as well as faculty, staff, all percentage of women. So not only in students, but also, staff, faculty, all in all sense. So what is the diversity in terms of sexual diversity, that is man and women. And another is economically and socially challenged students. So how many students are there in the institution which are economically or EWS category or socially challenged, students? So 20 marks are allotted to this. And facilities for physically challenged students. So what are the facilities which are available in the institution to cater the needs of, this physically challenged students? So 20 marks are allotted to this. Now in this,
Ma'am,
like
sorry to
I
interrupt
was,
you, ma'am.
yeah.
Ma'am, can you just put the slides in the full screen mode, ma'am?
Acha, it is not in the full screen. Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is it
Thank
okay
you.
now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so this is what I explained. Now let us see one by one all this, and I will show you the formats also. Now see percentage of students from other states or countries, regional diversity. So the formula is 25 into like fraction of total student enrolled from other states plus 5 into fractions of student enrolled from other countries. Like suppose, for example, how many students are there from, different states other than your own state. So 25 marks are given for this, and 5 marks are given to the students, those who are from different other countries. So they have diverted this into 30 marks. So as per the norms of the government, like if you are fulfilling all these norms and whatever, seats are allotted to students of different states, if all these seats are filled, okay, then you will be given full marks here. And how the marks are calculated, that also I'll be showing you. Now, next category was percentage of women diversity. Okay, women diversity, that is 30. So this, in this NWS are the percentage of women students. Okay, so since total marks are 30, so out of this percentage of women diversity for students, that is 15 marks. And NWF here are percentage of women faculty, including, women members in senior administrative positions, such as like head of the departments, dean, institution heads and all. So for that, 15 marks are given. Okay, and what they are showing expectation, what is the expectation? That 15% women students, if it is there in the institution. So 50%, now you can see this formula here. Now in this formula, like NWS upon 15. NWS is this, your percentage of women students. So if it is 50% is expected, so if it is 50, then 50 upon 50, it will be 1. So you will be given of entire 15 marks. And suppose if it is less than 50, then in that proportion you will be given marks. Like suppose, for example, if it is like 40% students are female or female students, so in that case 40 upon 50 into 100. Okay, so that means your ratio will be 0.8, and 0.8 into 15. So that means you will be given 12 marks there. Okay, so this is how it is calculated in this formula. And plus 15 into like female faculty, they are expecting 20% minimum. So if you have 20% female faculty, then you will be given 20 upon 20, that is 1. So again, you will be given full 15 marks here. So you will be getting 30 marks out of 30 if it is, you know, fulfilled condition. If you have 50% students, female students, and if you have 20% female faculty members and staff, then you will be given full marks here. Okay, now this another category is economically and socially challenged students. These are 20 marks. Okay, so in this NESC is the percentage of undergraduate students being provided full tuition fee reimbursement by the institution, okay, to pursue their degree program. Like AWS students or socially challenged students, fee reimbursement facility is there. And if any institution is giving full reimbursement fees to these students, okay, then you will be given here 20 marks, and F is the fraction. So whether you are giving like to 20% student, 30% student, 40% student, accordingly, you will be given marks in this parameter. The next is facilities for physically challenged students, that is 20 marks. So if institution provide full facilities for physically challenged students as outlined, okay, like ramps facility or lift facility, all these facilities, if it is there, then they have given the list like what facilities should be there. Okay, so there will be questions when we will be filling, and if you just tick those questions, but this facility should be there. Okay, otherwise, because they will cross check everything through your website also, and they will be asking cross questioning also if they have any doubt whether these facilities are there or not. So if these facilities are there, then again you will be given 20 marks here. Okay, so you will be able to score full 20 marks if all these facilities are there. Now suppose in this parameter, now see this, what we were discussing, outreach and inclusivity ranking. Okay, so how these are calculated, like suppose in this, suppose in first category A, suppose if you get 30 on 30, and then percentage of women in this, suppose you get 20 on 30, and 10 marks suppose in the other categories out of 20. So how much you scored total? 30 plus 20 plus 10 plus 10. So that means 50, 60, 70. Now 70 ka 10% weightage. That means out of 100, you have scored 70 marks, and 70 marks ka 10% weightage is given. So 10% of 70. So that means you will be given 7 marks, okay, while calculating ranking. Like out of 100, you have scored 70, but in the ranking process, because ranking, they are giving marks out of 100 only. Okay, I will show you that also, ranking. So out of 100, they are giving total ranking, including all 5. So out of this 100, the weightage that is given to this is 10%. Okay, so if you have scored 70 marks out of 100, so in the calculation of ranking, you will be given 10% weightage. So that means 7 marks will be scored by you, okay, in this category. So that is how the calculations are done, okay, when ranking is decided or ranking is calculated. Okay, then next parameter is about perception. Okay, perception, it is very, very dicey, you can say, and very difficult to score here, because all over India, what they do, they share a questionnaire and they share the form with the experts, because they have made, you know, uh, databases of around 8,000, 10,000 people, and from different, you know, categories like employers, professionals, or reputed organization, large category of academics also. So academicians also, some parents also. And what they do, they share this form and they are requested to fill those forms. So if your college is popular, if people know about your college, about the performance of the college, then people may take the name of your college. Okay, so it depends how many people know about your college. What is their perception about your college? And these marks are given on the basis of the perception, okay, of the people, of the employer. So if you have, suppose, good placement, so employer might be knowing that this is the college that exists because they have recruited people, okay, from your college, and then they can take, yes, this college they know. And whether your college, according to them, is in top 10 category, top 20 category, or top 50 category, and accordingly the marks are decided. And again, you know, weightage that is given to this is 0.1, that means 10%. So whatever score, like how many number of people are taking you in top 10 category, top 20 category, accordingly they give marks out of 100, and out of 100 then 10% is calculated for this, and 10% weightage is given for this. Now suppose if I talk about outreach program. Okay, so what in the first category also, where students enrollment we are talking about, so there they are taking this all detail. Okay, so as per their previous format, last year format, this year might be same, or they may change little bit. Otherwise, it is same from last 2 3 years. So what they ask is like how many number of students total, male students in the institution, number of student female students. So here they can calculate like what is the ratio, okay, of male and female. And one thing you please also remember, ASHE you are filling every year. Okay, so ASHE data should also be proper, because they may verify whatever number of students you are entering through ASHE also. Okay, because that is the cross check that they can do. Because if suppose by plus minus you are doing and you are making your female student 50%, okay, in a calculation to score full marks, so they may verify your data from ASHE which you have filled. And in that case, they will show discrepancy on your information. They will ask question again. Okay, so they will ask clarification. So you have to be ready for that clarification, because the cross-check way are many. Okay, many ways they can cross-check the data which you have given. So please be honest when you are sharing data. Okay, then next they ask like within the state, including male, female. Okay, how many students are there? Then outside state, because second category, first category we talked about regional diversity. Okay, so where calculation is done on the basis of how many students from other state other than your own state are there, how many students from, you know, different countries other than your country students are there. So this calculation will be done on the basis of this data provided by you. Then they ask economically backward students, including male and female, socially challenged like SC, ST, OBC, including male and female. So they will ask like in all this category, and on the basis of that, they will apply formula and you will be given score. So number of students receiving full tuition fee reimbursement from the state and central government. Okay, so here, you know, those who are self-financing, they may not be able to score because we are not getting any funding from state or central government there, and management does it, but with a, you know, to a very few handful of students, they can reimburse the fees. They cannot reimburse for the entire, you know, list of the students. The number of students receiving full tuition fees reimbursement from institutional fund, and number of students receiving full tuition fees reimbursement from the private bodies, and number of students who are not receiving full tuition fees reimbursement. So this is the, you know, category of data they ask. and then they can calculate this entire, parameter. And I will show you again, see what were the parameters that you can cross check. So what they are asking, percentage of students from other state countries, so that they can calculate from there. Women diversity, they can calculate from there. Economically and socially challenged student, they can calculate from those data which are provided, and facilities for physically challenged students. Okay, so this was the things that they can ask, they can verify it from ASHE. And you cannot give wrong information in any form here to NIRF. So please be careful, because there are many ways to cross check, okay, data which is provided by the college or the institution or the university. So I would like to state here that we have to understand the data first. What are, like, there were some questions which many faculty members were asking, and madam has provided link. Okay, I will show you here how you can see, because see what you can do, you every year you should see, or those who are doing for the first time, you just see, in whichever category you are applying, you have registered, you go to NIRF website and see top 10, top 20 colleges, what they have received, what data they have submitted, how much they have scored, and everything is available, okay, on the website. I'll show you that. I'll take you to the website of NIRF. Okay, now see this. Is my screen visible, madam? Madam,
Yes,
hello.
ma'am, it's visible, ma'am.
It is visible. See, I have opened this NIRF ranking, institutional framework ranking 2023. Okay, for college category. And this is the link. You can see link here. And on this link, you have to just go to NIRF website. Okay, and then you can click the button NIRF ranking 2023. So you will see this screen there. Okay, and in this screen, now see top 5 if you see. Okay, like first top rank 1 under college category is Miranda House. So these here are these 2 tabs. Okay, so if you click this, suppose, you will get all the formats. See, now these are the formats. I will just zoom this. Okay, now see these formats they have given. Okay, so you can see this sanction intake. Can you see this? It is visible. Okay, see sanction approved intake, UG program 20, because they are asking data for 3 years. So it was 23 ranking. So you can see 21, 22, 20, 21, then 19, 20, okay, 18, 19. So what they are asking, say how many total students sanction improved intake for UG program, for PG program, okay, and then actual number of students of a and different program offered by the institution. Okay, so you can see number of students, male students here, UG PG program, number of female students. So they would have scored full marks there, because they have all 100% female student, because Miranda House is a girls college. Okay, so you can see total student, then within the state, see here within the state, that means out of these students, total 4935, they have 850 students, okay, from Delhi, and others from outside state, you can see 4038. From other countries, they have 47. Economically backward, socially challenged, number of students receiving full tuition fees reimbursement, the number of students receiving full tuition fees reimbursement from the institution. So this is how, okay, all data they are asking. These are the formats, because somebody, I think Dr. Sachin was asking about these questions about the formats, prescribed format. Okay, so these are all prescribed formats. So this is about placement, higher education, placement, higher education. Okay, then amount, capital, expenditure. So everything is available here. You can see this. Okay, so these are the different formats. Then I will show you how calculations are done. See this. If you click this tab, then you can see these are the score. I was talking about this, see, regional diversity, because this was the criteria I was discussing with you. Outreach, Okay, so this is regional category. See this regional, RD means regional category. And they have scored out of 30, 24 marks there. Okay, and I was telling, women diversity because it's a girls' college, so they have 100% student women. So see this, they have scored 30 on 30. But economically and socially challenged students, the number of students and the fee reimbursement was not much. So this you can see out of 20, they have scored 1.84. And facilities, they have scored 20 on 20. So that means they have all the facilities there. Okay, and see this peer perception, they have scored 100, may say 86. Okay, so if they will calculate out of 100, they will see, then it will be 8.6. Okay, here now see another thing I will show you. Total score, say total score out of 100, it is 74.81. So this is the score. So 74.81, this means out of 100 total. When you will calculate through weightage, then it is 74.81. Okay, so see this. So this is how, things are done. So if you want to calculate this total, so weightage in terms of ranking, so you can see here outreach. So this means 24 out of 30, 30 on 30, and almost 2 you can say out of 20, and 20 on 20. So how much total, if you want to see like out of 74, how much they have scored there. So it is 24 plus 30 plus 2 and plus 20. So that means 50 and 26, 76. So 76 they have scored out of 100, and weightage is 10%. So that means 7.6 marks they have scored in this out of total 74, which is showing because first rank has scored 74 marks. And similarly 8.6 here. Okay, so 7.6 and 8.6. So that means it is 16.2 out of total. You can see here total 74.81 they have scored in this two parameter which I am discussing with you. Okay, so this way you can study, everything is given here. Now suppose if I am showing to the other college, suppose this is Hindu college. Okay, it's a co-ed college. Now co-ed college, so now again see this parameter which I was discussing with you. Now say for regional diversity, they have scored 25 out of 30, and the other first one was scoring 24. That means they have more students from other states or other countries. Now that was women college, so they were 100% female, so they scored 30 on 30. But here you can see women diversity, they have scored 27. Okay, so that means their percentage of female student is not 50%, it is less than 50. So they have scored 27 out of 30. Okay, then economically, socially challenged, there you have seen they have scored around 1.8. And here it is 6.74. That means more fee reimbursement is given. Physical facilities, it is same, 20 upon 20. And peer perception, you can see it is 6.9 here. Okay, 8.6. So this is almost the same. Now I will show you, see, some other college, and where you can see, like suppose if I talk to any other college, suppose Ramakrishna Mission Residential College. Okay, now see this perception. If you see perception, they have scored only 32 marks here. So that means this college is not very much popular. And see, it might be male college for male students only, for boys only. So they have scored 0 here. You can see women diversity, they have scored 0. Okay, so for National Institutional Framework ranking, they are not saying that it is boys college, so how can there will be the diversity in terms of women, but still they are giving 0 marks. Okay, then regional diversity also you can see 0.63. So that means they don't have students from other states or other countries. Okay, so total score you can see 0.63, 0, and economically socially challenged 10.42, and this facility is 20. So almost you can say 20 and 11, 31 marks. Okay, those two colleges, they were scoring 76 and they are scoring only 31. And perception is also less. Okay, so that means very less marks they have scored. This is how, like, you can understand, you can calculate your own college marks. You can compare yourself and see this ranking of this college. You can see this college is on 19th rank. Okay, so first 19. So, and one more thing I would like to tell you, even zero point 0.5 marks difference makes a huge difference. Okay, now see this. I will show you this. See, last 100, they have scored 52.36. And what about 99? They have scored 52.45. So for zero point 0.5 difference, if 52 to 53, suppose 1 point difference, if you go 52.36 is the last one. And 53.36, if you see, almost here, and it has come to 85. See, only 1 marks difference has jumped with 10 positions. Okay, so 53.21, not even one complete. Okay, 0.8 marks you can see. So from 85 to 100, only the difference of the marks is 0.8, not even one. Okay, so it's a very, very tough competition there. And you have to be very calculative. You have to understand the entire system. And then you calculate yourself. You can easily calculate. Self-assessment can be done. Okay, and easily you can calculate that what is your score. And even 1 marks, 0.1 mark, 0.2 marks is also very, very important. Okay, 0.1. Now in this, see, not even 0.1. So this is 0.9 difference has made the difference of one rank, 99 to 100. Okay, so it's a very, very calculative thing. You can easily calculate. You have to understand first, and then you feel it. Blindly, if you will do, then you will not be able to score, marks there, because it's not the thing which you can be done blindly without be calculative, without calculation. Okay, so you have to be very, very calculative, very scientific way. You prepare your data. And there are, because there was one question like whether they have prescribed format. So they have prescribed format. I've shown you prescribed format. Okay, so in those formats, but you try to understand first what others have done, how others have scored. Okay, so you will get an idea. Okay, this is how they have scored, why they have lose marks there, why they have not scored well there, and whether you can score well in this criteria, this parameter, this metric or not. And then you can assess yourself. Okay, so this assessment is very important. And then accordingly, you submit this. And I would like to address one question which was asked about research, in addition to what madam has already said, because some were asking about how to verify. One madam was saying that they have submitted around 80 papers and not a single was you know accepted by NRF. So that some papers they say that they are Scopus, but actually they are not Scopus indexed journal. Okay, so that also you have to see. And this time when they are asking faculty data, then at that moment they are also asking with one ID. If you must have noticed, or if you will see the format, they are asking with one ID. Okay, so ask every faculty to register themselves on Vidwan portal. It will just take 5 minutes and upload your data there. And uploading is also very easy. So if you will give your Scholar ID there, they are asking Google Scholar ID, they are asking Scopus ID, okay, they are asking Orchid ID. So if you will provide all this information there, automatically they will fetch your data from different sources. So automatically those data will get filled there. And if they may verify from those with one ID also, your research data. Okay, so therefore they now things they are improving, they have made many changes and they are doing it on regular basis. Okay, and another thing which is very, very important is that all the data of NIRF should be uploaded on your own website also for the purpose of transparency, because they need transparency. So if you are putting on the website and if anybody challenges, that means those data are not authentic. And if there is no challenge and if data is available on the website, so in that case also they accept that data. Okay, so whenever the verification process starts, once you submit your data, please upload everything on your own website. And you have to make a special tab on the home screen only on the website named as NIRF data. And you put your everything, whatever you have submitted to NIRF on that, NIRF tab under that tab. And if you want to see what others have submitted last time, you can visit these colleges, these universities. You just open the ranks, okay, and you will get the name. You open their website. On the home screen, you will find NIRF tab. Under NIRF, you go and you will find the data submitted by different colleges, different universities there, and they are there. Okay, so you can see from there, like in which format they have submitted, what data they have submitted. Okay, so you will get the entire idea about whatever questions were there, of different people here, because 3 4 questions, they were more worried about the formats, they were more worried about what data to be given, how the ranking is calculated. Okay, so I've shown you. So this is how the things becomes clear, because it's a type of research, like those who are involved in the college university of NIRFs, please do this research. Okay, check different websites of different colleges, see their data. Okay, and also see how they have submitted, what are the formats in which they have submitted. Okay, so these things are very, very important. This will be very, very helpful to you. Okay, so that's all from my side, and now we can open the house for discussion, because more discussion and more clarity will be there. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Participants, the session is now open up for discussion. You can even post your queries in the chat box. Ma'am, we already have a question, ma'am. In which month final submission of data for 2024 ranking will be there?
See, registration is already done. And those who have registered, they have not opened the portal. And once they will open, I think after Diwali, they